Did you know that many men over 60 are silently hurting themselves without even realizing it? Not because of illness, but because of seemingly simple habits that can silently destroy their physical and mental health. A 74-year-old man once came to me with shaking hands, confiding that he had no idea he was harming himself. This is just one of the millions of stories that I, Dr. Mohit Khera, have witnessed in over 30 years of helping older men maintain their health, confidence, and dignity. In today's video, I reveal 5 masturbation secrets that many men wish they knew sooner, secrets that can save their blood circulation, protect their prostate, and reawaken their lost manhood. Have you ever heard that masturbation is harmless, even good for your health? But the truth is even more surprising. The way you masturbate is the deciding factor in whether you are protecting or sabotaging yourself. Don't miss out on the truths that could change your life, especially the last secret. It could make you look at aging and life in a completely different way. If you care and want to protect your health, please like and comment on number 1 to let me know you are following. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out on honest and practical sharing specifically for middle-aged and older men. The journey of change starts with you. Take action today. One morning, a 74-year-old man walked into my office with shaking hands, but not because of any specific illness or disease. What caught my attention was the serious look in his eyes and the confused confession, "I didn't know I was hurting myself." For years, he had been engaging in a habit that many other men secretly engage in, a seemingly simple habit that was causing profound harm, not only to their bodies but also to their minds. And the sad thing is, most of them didn't realize how serious the problem was. I'm Dr. Mohit Khera, a urologist and men's health expert with over 30 years of experience helping older men on their journey to wellness, intimacy, and dignity. Over the years, I've learned that there are secrets about masturbation that most middle-aged and older men have never known, secrets that, if properly understood, will help them maintain physical health, prevent diseases related to circulation and the prostate, and restore their inherent confidence. These are the truths that I want to share with you in today's video. I invite you to patiently watch the entire video, because the final information will help you change your perspective on aging, stay connected to your body and soul, and enjoy life to the fullest and with meaning in the years to come. This is not empty advice or empty theory, but practical knowledge, distilled from my clinical experience and feedback from many gentlemen I have met. If you haven't subscribed yet, I hope you'll subscribe now and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out on more honest, helpful content tailored specifically for older men like you. And if you find what I share in this video helpful, please leave a 1 in the comments to let me know you're following along and want to continue this journey with me. If you don't find it relevant, leave a 0. Your valuable feedback will help me improve and serve you better in future videos. Let's embark on a journey of wellness and live a healthier, more fulfilling life today. I still can't forget the moment a 72-year-old man walked into the clinic with a look of disappointment and shyness and asked me, "Doctor, I'm not the same anymore. Am I still a man?" That question touched me deeply because it expressed the feelings of many men when faced with the natural changes that come with aging. They realize that their bodies are no longer as agile, as strong as they used to be, and that makes them confused and afraid that their masculinity, attractiveness, and sexual ability have come to an end. However, what I want to emphasize is, erectile ability is not the only measure, nor is it all when it comes to sexual health. It is just part of the process of your body changing and adapting as you age. As you age, blood flow to the genitals decreases, hormones in the body fluctuate, and the nervous system reacts more slowly than before. These changes are normal, not a sign of failure or damage in your body. Instead of focusing on achieving the perfect erection, you can shift your focus to emotional experiences, connection, and being present in the moment. When you do that, your sex life will not only not be lost, but can become much deeper, more meaningful, and more fulfilling. Many people go through years of suffering and self-criticism because they think that orgasm and erection must go together, when in fact they can be completely separate. You can absolutely enjoy physical and mental pleasure and satisfaction even if your body no longer responds the way it did when you were younger. The most important thing is to allow yourself to explore and experience in a completely new way, without being bound by outdated stereotypes or expectations of society. When you open your heart and change your perspective, you will find that your masculinity and self-worth do not diminish, but only transform in a more beautiful and mature way. Recently, I met an older man, a veteran in his 70s named Howard. He came to me not because of physical health problems, but because of a deep emotional pain. He felt he had lost touch with himself. That disconnection was not only manifested in his sex life but also extended to his daily life, leaving him feeling lonely, empty, and confused. Howard shared that he masturbated every night, not because of a strong sexual desire but as a way to cope with negative emotions such as loneliness, depression, and difficulty sleeping. This habit gradually became a ritual, a way for him to maintain peace of mind and control his emotions during difficult times. However, over time, the true meaning of this action faded, and it became a mere, empty habit that no longer brought deep comfort. This made Howard feel more and more distant from himself. Masturbation, when done consciously and mindfully, is not just a physical act but also an important mental process. It helps stimulate the release of neurotransmitters such as dopamine, serotonin, and oxytocin, important happy chemicals that help balance mood, reduce anxiety, and create feelings of peace and happiness. This is why masturbation can be an effective healing method, supporting mental health and emotional stability. On the other hand, if masturbation is only seen as a way to fill time or escape unprocessed emotions, it can cause you to lose your ability to connect deeply with yourself. Doing this unconsciously, without awareness and attention, will gradually leave you feeling empty and mentally unbalanced. On the other hand, when you change your perspective and approach masturbation with presence, attention, and self-care, it can make a huge difference in your life. You will experience a greater sense of peace, vitality, and mental health, day by day. Howard's story is a powerful reminder that masturbation is not just a physical act, but also part of a journey of emotional healing and connection to yourself. When done intentionally and with respect for yourself, masturbation can be a powerful tool for maintaining mental health, relieving anxiety, and bringing much-needed balance to your life, something we all need, especially as we age. Roy, a 74-year-old man, had just lost his wife and was dating again after years of loneliness. He came to see me feeling frustrated and ashamed, feeling that he was no longer as good as he used to be. He feared that his body was broken and that he could no longer meet the sexual expectations of himself and his new partner. But that was not the case. As we age and without regular sexual stimulation, the tissues and blood vessels in the penis begin to shrink, lose elasticity, and the nerves become less sensitive. This process happens so slowly and silently that many men don't notice it until the problem has become serious. These changes are not a sign of a broken or irreversible condition, but rather part of the body's natural aging process. The good news is that the body can recover, even if you haven't had sex for a long time. It is important to be patient and start slowly, without putting pressure on yourself. Roy started this recovery process with my support, not with pressure or too much expectation, but with presence and care, with an open and willing mind. Gradually, his body began to remember the old feelings, confidence, and emotional vitality again. Those changes are not impossible, as long as he is persistent and does it correctly. An important thing I want to emphasize is that many people still think that when there is no longer a partner, maintaining physiological function is no longer necessary. This is a wrong thought. In fact, masturbation during this period is not simply to satisfy sexual needs, but also a way to maintain physiological systems working well. Masturbation helps keep blood circulation stable, maintains tissue and nerve health, and helps you maintain a connection with your body. This is a great way to affirm that you are still valuable, that you can still feel alive and fulfilled, no matter your age. Maintaining this habit is not only good for your body, but also helps you feel mentally healthier, less anxious, and more loved and appreciated. The truth is, no matter how old you are, your body is still able to adapt and recover. Maintaining sexual activity, whether alone or with a partner, is a way for you to affirm that you are still a living, vibrant person who is worthy of love and appreciation. Ernest, a 68-year-old man, had been widowed for a long time and was beginning to feel a gradual disconnection from his own body and emotions. Although he continued to masturbate daily, he felt that the experience was becoming increasingly cold, lifeless, and lacking in real connection. As I talked to him and delved deeper into his story, I discovered that his habit of watching pornography every night had created a strong dependence in his brain on extreme, rapid, and intense stimulation. This type of artificial stimulation caused Ernest's brain to gradually adapt in an unhealthy way, causing a marked decrease in his ability to respond to real, natural sensations and sensations in real life. This condition did not happen suddenly but accumulated silently over a long period of time. Changes in the way the brain processes and responds to stimuli make it difficult to tell the difference until the real sensations begin to seem dull, lifeless, or even uninteresting enough to hold attention. Ernest once described his experience as being trapped in a brightly lit, windowless room where he could see everything around him but could not touch or feel anything. This feeling of isolation and detachment left him feeling lost and deeply disconnected from himself. However, Ernest's story did not end there. With patient help and the right guidance, he began to reduce his dependence on porn and change his stimulation habits. He learned to reconnect with his body by focusing on real sensations, more slowly and consciously. Over time, Ernest gradually regained his emotional vitality, the ability to feel simple but genuine joys, and a deeper connection with himself. This change not only helped him regain his emotions, but also brought him mental balance, reduced loneliness, and created a better quality of life. Ernest's story is a clear demonstration of how the habit of using pornography can have a profound impact on the way the brain and body respond to emotions and real stimuli. It reminds us that, although pornography can be a source of entertainment or a tool for sexual satisfaction, if not controlled and used consciously, it can have negative consequences, reducing the ability to truly connect and enjoy life. Making changes, moving towards being present and feeling authentic is an important step in helping each person maintain mental and physical health as they mature and age. Walter, a 75-year-old gentleman, once came to me with a shy question: is masturbation still appropriate at this age? In fact, many older people like him are hesitant, even embarrassed, about maintaining this habit. They often think that masturbation is something only for young people or those who are still energetic, and that in old age, it is not advisable or appropriate. However, when you understand it correctly and practice masturbation consciously and intentionally, it brings many practical benefits to your health and spirit. Masturbation not only helps improve blood circulation, supports the prostate gland to function effectively, but is also a great tool to reduce stress, improve mood, and help you sleep better every night. Most importantly, masturbation is also a way for you to maintain a deep connection with yourself. It maintains the inner yearning, keeps your identity alive, and protects the feeling of being alive. For Walter, after his beloved wife passed away, he gave up the habit, thinking that his life had closed a chapter. But that was not the case. When Walter began to approach masturbation again, but this time with gentleness, respect, and awareness, his life changed dramatically. His mood became happier and more positive, his sleep became deeper and more regular, and the smile, which had long been lost, gradually returned to his face. Walter's story is a living testament to the power of maintaining intimacy with yourself, regardless of age. It is not just a physical habit but also a spiritual journey, a way for you to connect, love, and appreciate yourself. At 75, when the body and mind can be in a state of flux, masturbation is a way to maintain balance, vitality, and a sense of well-being. Walter doesn't pursue youth by trying to rewind to the past, but finds strength in accepting and connecting with himself in the present. This is an important message for every older man to know. Age does not diminish your value or ability to enjoy life, but connection and self-care are the keys to feeling whole and fulfilled. In today's society, there are many stereotypes and misconceptions about the sex lives of older people. Many people believe that as we age, sexual desire will naturally fade and gradually disappear, as an inevitable thing that everyone must accept. However, I want to send you a different message: sexual desire never really disappears completely. Instead, it changes over time, changing its form and the way you feel and experience it. These changes are not a sign of the end, but rather a transition to a new state where you can rediscover yourself in a deeper and more subtle way. When you learn to embrace this change with an open and accepting mind, you will discover that the potential within you is still there. You are still a whole man, capable of enjoying pleasure and connection in your own unique way, even if it takes a different form. Desire is no longer about being strong, fast, or showing off like it used to be, but about being present, feeling deeply and understanding your body and soul. This opens a new chapter for your sex life, free from the outdated standards imposed by society. Whether you are single or in a relationship, whether you are still sexually active or starting again after a long time, staying connected to yourself is extremely important. It is this connection that helps you maintain overall health, mental clarity, and emotional stability. It creates the foundation for you to be able to live a full, meaningful, and joyful life at any stage of your life. It is never too late to reinvent yourself, to rediscover the joys that have been lost or never discovered. Most importantly, you need to understand that this is not the end of one journey but the beginning of a new one. A journey to affirm yourself, appreciate and love yourself more. You are still valuable, you are still worthy of joy, satisfaction, and happiness in life. Age is not a wall that blocks you, but a part of the story that helps you become richer and more mature. When you open yourself to change and continue to stay connected to your body and soul, you continue to write your own story, a story of strength, vitality, and never-ending desire. Thank you for taking the time to watch today's video and listen to the important sharing about men's health, especially the challenges and secrets surrounding maintaining physiological activities in middle age and old age. Hopefully, the information I provide has helped you better understand the importance of maintaining a connection with your body and mind, as well as how you can proactively protect your overall health effectively. Remember that health is not only physical but also includes mental and emotional, and you are completely capable of making a positive difference in your life. If you find this video useful, don't forget to click the like button to support the channel and help more people access this useful knowledge. I look forward to receiving your shares, questions, or feelings in the comment section below. That helps me better understand your needs and bring more suitable content in the next videos. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any new videos that I prepare for you, with practical, sincere advice suitable for middle-aged men and above. The journey of taking care of your health and enjoying life is a continuous process, and I am happy to accompany you on that path. Every small step you take today will contribute to creating a big change in the future. Once again, thank you for trusting and choosing this channel as your companion. See you in the next videos with more interesting and practical topics.